Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Scorpio, October 24, 2022. This can be an idea day, although it may be harder to pull everything together into a cohesive whole until tomorrow. It's a time for coming up with fresh and exciting ideas and feeling excited about a longer-term plan, project, or group endeavor. A friendship can come into high focus, inspiring you. Inventive new ideas, dreams, and possibilities can figure strongly now. You're going against the grain in some ways today, but you don't seem to meet obstacles. While the moon in your communications sector today encourages your desire for mental engagement, it's also a strong time for bringing more harmony and warmth to your personal life. You'll be feeling more focused and aligned today and tomorrow. Mental Mercury, the planet of the mind and communication, is swirling through the heavens and will make a fabulous link to our great taskmaster planet. When our cosmic messenger aligns with Saturn, we tend to take on a more grounded, responsible, and realistic approach to life and our relationships. You can also infuse this energy into discussions regarding long-term planning and goals with your sweetheart. Make a promise, form agreements, or just have a deep conversation where you share wisdom. You'll easily see eye to eye. Take note of what comes up in conversation today. With the moon in careful Virgo, you are more cautious than usual with your conversations. Expect to take a back seat so that you can catch every word and save yourself plenty of time to figure out an appropriate response. Since the moon trines the North Node and Uranus retrograde in Taurus, you may find that fated conversations are bound to take place over the internet or at a professional event. Someone might say something surprising, atypical, and inspiring. Whatever is said could lead to something greater. As Saturn spends his last full day in retrograde motion in your financial sector for another 3 decades, this is not only a day for looking back but with honesty, your eyes open and head out of the sand. You can't change what you can't see, and with Saturn's mission to see you take your financial power back continuing, this is a chance to establish a new starting point. Walking the line between exerting yourself and conserving your energy is a delicate practice that needs the support of a healthy diet. Too much carbohydrate and fat consumption can take the vitality right out of your system. Take a couple of days to clean yourself out. Try making light meals of soup and salad to give your digestive tract a break. At the same time, drink a daily herbal tea of woodbetony and verbena. If the recent period that you have been through tended to destabilize your, today will incite you to find a certain amount of balance. Indeed, because you take everything onto yourself and systematically try to smooth things out with your family, friends, and co-workers, you will finally have some harmony in your life. But the vibrations won't be able to do everything, and this is why you should avoid acting like the Lone Ranger and doing everything alone. You will then have greater success in your professional life. Be diplomatic, receptive, and don't speed up the rhythm too much. In this way, you will also have a better relationship with your partner. In their last full day in your home and family sector, the Sun and Venus are working to make home where your heart is, but they are also preparing for their return to a fun, playful, romantic, and creatively charged part of your chart tomorrow. With Jupiter returning to an adventurous part of your chart next week, the days of all work and no play are coming to an end, making the work and life balance lessons of the past week something important to reflect on. This comes just as Saturn's last full day in retrograde motion in your financial sector is helping to view money matters through the rear-view mirror. When the Sun and Venus not only return to your romantic sector but aligned, this will begin the most romantically charged weeks of 2022. Until then, the focus is more on the Moon's first visit to your communication sector, and since Mercury, the planet of communication, left last, but also since Pluto turned direct in your relationship sector. Today is more about your relationships and on ensuring the communication lines are open. Our eyes in the sky. Today, you've got to get your grind on and be dedicated to your path. The Scorpio moon adds some gusto to the day, but you have to put some elbow grease into it if you want to get things done. It's all about accomplishment right now. Maybe you're making up for lost time and ready to burn the candles at both ends. However, take extremely good care of your body, which is a continual theme here. On a personal level, keep your eyes on the prize of self-care. Never forget the support you're creating and the foundation you're laying for yourself and others. These are transits of a lifetime, and today you're aided by your willingness to put your blood, sweat, and tears into what you do and who you love. Whatever is worth the struggle is exactly where you need to focus at this time. Whatever falls away wasn't good enough for you in the first place. The universe doesn't have the time to play those kinds of games with all this work to do. Just after midnight, the Virgo moon opposes retrograde Juno in Pisces, stimulating anxiety around our commitments. As the moon transits Virgo, we feel safest when our lives are regimented and orderly. We have our little routines, and checking things off our mental to-do lists provides us with peace of mind. However, the commitments we've forged in work or partnership as Juno transits nebulous Pisces depend upon us going with the flow and understanding that our engagements won't always operate in predictable ways. Juno in Pisces teaches us that there is security to be found in a lack of fixed parameters. There is safety in the liminal. Yet, it won't feel that way at this time. We'll now attempt to apply new rules to our contracts, trying to define and systematize them. We might ask our partners the dreaded question, "What are we?" or put terms to a vague work contract. After this transit passes, we'll regret these actions and recognize that they were indicative of insecurity. Fortunately, those who we've partnered with will see our behavior as a temporary lapse in judgment. They understand that what we really need is reassurance, not a contract renegotiation. In the pre-dawn hours, the Moon conjunct Ceres in Virgo, a time of self-soothing. Issues from the Moon-Juno opposition may now be course-corrected. We realize that our desire for structure and control may be due to how we were parented. Either our home lives were overly structured or lacked structure. As we seek to build emotional safety nets in our lives, past nurturance has impacted our present behavior. What form of support feels safe for you? How can you give this support to yourself? We must make it a habit to self-nurture, instead of expecting others to fulfill our needs. This way, we will not only be able to better navigate difficult circumstances with confidence, we will also determine when we are truly not getting what we need from partners, divorced from projection.